Dr. Allred was there, and I watched him lay this baby down and call down Lucifer to possess this baby boy. He said a prayer about how grateful they were for this baby boy to have been born, and that the father of this child was a prominent leader in their church. I can only assume it was him. The rest of it was typical: slitting the throat from ear to ear, drawing a knife. He was a surgeon, a very skilled surgeon. He learned, I found out later, he had been trained as a surgeon in colonial Juarez, and then moved into the United States and became the prophet of the Apostolic United Brethren. And Dr. Allred knelt at his daughter's head, looking down on her face, and took out like a surgical scalpel, took my hand with his hand and gripped that scalpel and slit her throat from her left ear to her right ear, and blood ran. Then he slit her open again like they had done her husband, and all the way from her breastbone to her pubic bone, pulled it back. He clamped everything and then reached in and pulled out her beating heart. He had drugged her to the point of not being able to feel any of this. Her eyes were frozen, like catatonic, looking up. I am certain, from what I've learned, that she was probably standing in the air with her husband's spirit, who had been murdered in October. I didn't see that, but that's, from my experience, that's what happens when the unspeakable is happening in front of you. Dr. Allred removed organ after organ, blessing it, that she would be forgiven for blasphemy, for leaving the church, for defying him, for being disobedient, for marrying outside of their faith, as she married a LeBaron instead of an Allred. Organ by organ, wrapped like you would in some Egyptian ritual, like they would have done, and placed in canopic jars. I only describe it that way from movies I've seen that triggered me. Again, memories coming back from my whole life being triggered. As he blessed her body, he did not dismember her. He didn't cut off her head. I don't know what happened, but I know that they pulled her organs, her entrails out, and opened up that trap door in the floor that goes into some kind of sewer or drain, and put her intestines down and her stomach into that drain. Within a week or so, coming back, I don't know what would have happened. The smell, I remember coming back when school was back in session, that the bathroom smelled like rotting flesh. We put the play on for the community. That night was the worst snowfall, I think, in the history of Riverton up to that point. It was absolutely a whiteout, but people came. They came when the snow started falling. By the time they left, it was probably a foot deep. It was insane how much snow came down that night. And again, disaster. Cleaning up afterward, helping Leo Crane, we ended up going into the locker room area where Dr. Allred slit the girls' throats one by one, removed their heads, arms, and legs.
This is the daughters.
The daughters, the three daughters that had been alive, that had been there when their father was murdered, when their mother was murdered. We're talking about homicides after homicides. We're talking about raping children during rituals. We're talking about threatening them within their, the inch of their life. And then here we see it. We experience it. So the fear is real. These girls, I believe Michelle was there that night. I believe she was in the building helping us change the night they killed the woman I call Catherine Allred LeBaron. The girls were decapitated. My younger sister was tied up to either the faucet in the shower or somehow wrapped and hung by cords from a shower head in that locker room. and there was a shower space in there and bathrooms and urinals. It had once been a locker room for the junior high. We watched the girls be dismembered, arms and legs put into gunny sacks. I remember carrying their heads later. They were put in a bubble. I can remember being taken to I call him Dr. Allred. Dr. Rulon Allred had an office in Murray, and my mother met him. He was the chiropractor that took care of her when she had a fall when she was pregnant with my younger